My name is Rick Reinert. Elaine Campbell asked me to put together a little YouTube video on basically how I was able to get to the point where I can make a full-time living painting. And that's basically what I've done for the last 6 years. I'll just tell you briefly, I started when I decided I wanted to get back to painting. It was about 10 years ago, and I painted long into the night every day, and then worked during the day, and just slept in between when I could, until I got to the point that I could felt I was comfortable enough to show in the gallery. I think I threw away my first 30 paintings when I got back to it because I wasn't quite satisfied with them. And in retrospect, if I look at the paintings I did back then, I'm not real pleased with them, as you all know. And as you proceed and try to get better, you loosen the brush stroke, say as much as you can with the minimal brush strokes, and that's the objective, I think, of all of us, impressionists or contemporary impressionists, or whatever you want to do. My first step was to go to a co-op gallery where I paid for wall space, hung paintings there, and just basically it was a great experience because I got real positive input. Meeting customers, getting back to it, meeting customers every day, potential customers, people who like your work. It just gives you good feedback and keeps you, not only make you a little bit of money, but you get to the point where you feel strongly, and it's encouragement because you're stuck in the studio all the time. You're not painting. So, and then after that, I moved on to a better gallery, and then ultimately I think I ended up at the best gallery in Charleston, the Wells Gallery. Until it was about 6 months ago, Kevin LaPrince and I, a friend of mine, decided to open up our own gallery in Charleston at 179 King Street. This is our courtyard back here, and this is my studio, basically, where I paint every day. I like the natural light, and got a little light here in case of inclement weather. I can take the whole easel inside, just plug it in, and I'm back in business. But I never try to finish a work if I'm inside because the light's not there, and you don't have that pop, the energy. Throughout the years, when I decide to get back to it, I never really took the opportunity to take another workshop from somebody. I just always felt, I should do it on my own. And not that I don't study. I study on the internet. I follow certain artists that motivate me, that I like, the simplicity of brushstroke, and also with color and value, and just people who I admire, and that's who I study. Not to copy their techniques. I would never do that. But basically to use what I see them using, I try to incorporate in my own artwork, and slowly get better, and maybe be satisfied with a piece here and there. As far as satisfaction goes, I think it's a big mistake if you're satisfied with everything you do. You should never be satisfied with a piece. There might be, in a year's time, you might be happy with 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 6. But that's it. You can't be happy with everything. And I've talked to a lot of beginning aspiring artists who mentioned, well, my work, I really like it. I feel attached to it. Well, that's all well and good, but if you want to make a living from being an artist, I think everything is for sale. And because there's always something better that can come. And if you proceed, or if you advance in your career and actually being more professional, and the sparsity of brushstroke, and say more with less, that's very important. Bigger brushstrokes, stronger brushstrokes, and you can always achieve that. But never be satisfied with what you do. If you do that, I think you're lost. You might as well hang it up. You might end up being going to an artist guild and showing some work, but you'll never be a truly successful artist. Not that I am. I mean, I sell a lot of paintings. I probably will sell 180 paintings this year. I think I sold 120 last year. So, which means you have to get up every day, and I do 7 days a week, and come down here to the gallery and the studio and paint till 5, 6 o'clock at night. So, and oftentimes I start off at 6 in the morning. But that's what I do. That's what I decided to do for a living, and there's nothing else in the world I want besides being a successful artist, and I guess building a legacy ultimately, where you have something uh, that you have a body of work that at least you said in your lifetime you've done something, and that's very important to me. And just in summation, I guess in closing, I just want to say that I feel honored and blessed that I can do this every day, that I don't have to do anything else. I mean, it's a godsend, and it's something that I guess it wasn't that easy to achieve, but it seemed to come easy because it was the right thing. It was what I was supposed to be doing. I also would like to say something about marketing. I've got a good friend, Gina Brown, who has helped me tremendously with marketing, but it's an integral part of an artist. You have to have a website. You have to put your stuff on a website. You got to get it out there. You have to update a blog often, and I'm very remiss at doing that. That's why my good friend Gina has helped me. She's offered to help me out, which was a godsend. But marketing is the key to it too. So not only do you show in the galleries, and don't leave your destiny up to the gallery owner. You cannot do that because they have 30, 40 other artists out there that they have to promote, and all these artists feel, they feel that the gallery owes them as well. So the only way you're going to do it is by taking your destiny into your own hands. And I'm not saying necessarily open up your own gallery, but go to multiple galleries and give them fresh work, replace the work, take on commissions, do what they want. The gallery owner is a businessman. He wants to make money from you, and that's what he does. So if you're not turning like any other product, if you're not selling your product, he'll find somebody else. And then always try to get better, and never be satisfied. Always try to get better. Thank you.